Salut, c'est Teacher Troy et aujourd'hui on a une vidéo très différente. On va regarder une interview avec Taylor Swift et il va être très sympa, ne t'inquiète pas. Mais avant de commencer, si tu as du mal de parler français, si tu comprends tout mais les mots ne sortent pas, ne t'inquiète pas, on est là pour ça. Comprehensible input. C'est quoi comprehensible input? Comprehensible input, c'est quand les gens comme moi parlent dans une façon lente et simple pour vous et comme ça, tu vas vraiment avancer et parler sans y penser. Vous êtes prêts? Let's attack the podcast. Okay, so Taylor Swift is going to speak about her love life, her recently getting engaged. She's going to talk about her music and having control of all the sales of her music. Let's take a look. You guys ready to learn some English? Let's start.
His first show is here. First night this theater open. Hey, everybody. Look at there. It's Taylor Swift, ladies and gentlemen. Now, so few people have experienced the level of stardom you have and this mammoth global tour. Who do you possibly turn to for advice?
Okay, so he attacks very quickly with a question. He asked her, you have this mammoth tour, means a big tour coming up. Who do you ask for advice? Let's see what Taylor has to say.
I try really hard not to do the whole like, oh my God, there's no one that can relate to what I'm going through. Do you know what I mean? It's like nobody wants to hear that, and I don't want to hear it. It annoys me when I do it in my head, when I start to like go down that path. So I try to find through lines in many.
Okay, so she says she starts to imitate when people complain. And she says, first of all, I don't like to complain. I'm not the person to reach out and ask for advice if it feels like I'm complaining. So she feels, it looks like she's a very strong woman. Let's continue.
People's experiences. Like, I think that we can like relate to each other even if our lives aren't identical. But that said, I've been very lucky. I have Stevie Nicks in my life in a way that like affects me positively.
So she did end up responding. She said she talks to Stevie Nicks. Stevie Nicks is a famous musician and artist, so she's able to talk to him to get advice on her global fame.
Constantly.
That's fantastic.
Like being able to talk to her and have a phone call with her and like hear what she's been through and like she paved the way for me and
One thing Taylor Swift says like a lot. And when she says it's going to be it's just come fin. I'm tired, I'm hungry and fin. It's the mem kind of tick. A lot of American girls have this tick where they say like, like. So don't worry, it's just a little tick, but it's great to learn English because this is how a lot of people express themselves in English. Let's continue.
any other artist to get to do this on this level. So I feel very lucky that she's like lended her very like magical, wonderful, wise approach to life to me. Also, I work with Max Martin, who I think is like one of the greatest, most legendary creators, producers, songwriters that I think we're very lucky to live in the time that he's continuing to make music. Like he wrote "Baby One More Time" for Britney Spears. And now and I was very lucky to get to work with him on my new album, The Life of a Showgirl. And he's
Okay, so she's now talking about her writer and she's giving him praise, saying that he previously worked for Britney Spears and on her new album, Life of a Showgirl, he writes a lot of the songs. So that's another person she looks to for advice.
Thanks.
As long as we're talking.
There it is.
As long as we're talking.
There it is.
There you go. Album cover.
So I get to talk to him a lot about, like, he's reinvented his sound so many times, and I think that what I look up to the most in people is career longevity and career longevity, friendship longevity, longevity in their relationship.
Very good English term. Look up to. Look up to means that you
Admirer.
admirez quelqu'un. That you admirez quelqu'un. You admire someone. Look up to, you admire them. So it's one person that she admires, she looks up to. Very good English term.
You know, how do you keep a good thing going? I think there are certain corners of our society that really
Oh, sorry, she also talked about longevity. Oh, fuck. Admire, admirer. Look up to means admire. She admires her writer, and she also talks about longevity. She admires someone that has longevity. It means they're able to stay in a certain job or a certain task for a long period of time. They have longevity. They're successful for a long period of time.
love that and look up to longevity. There are also corners that are like, give someone else a turn. Can't you just go away so we can talk about how good you were? And I'm like, I don't want to, you know?
Oh, so now she's expressing how some people think about her and her longevity. She's saying, wow, I've been making music for a long period of time. Why don't you give someone else a turn? Donne quelqu'un autre un turn. So that's what she's describing. Her longevity. Some people critic her and say maybe she should stop and let other people have a turn.
So, and another person, my third favorite person, and it's not in any order because I do talk to him a lot more than the other two, is Travis. I can talk to him about any of this, you know?
Well, congratulations. Congratulations on your engagement.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Or actually, best wishes. I think you're supposed to say best wishes to the girl, congratulations to the boy.
I never heard that until right now.
Yes, it's
Everyone has been
congratulations.
so rude.
No, congratulations.
Okay, so she says the third person she can look to for advice is her fiance Travis. So she says she can also speak to her fiance about anything she has problems with. So it's another person that she goes to for advice. And he congratulated her and said, congratulations or best wishes. Best wishes is the same as congratulations.
To the man, because congratulations that you were able to get, this wonderful woman.
What do you have, you guys? Is this just an English culture thing? You say best wishes to the woman and congratulations to the man. Is there a difference in France? Leave the comments below. What do you guys think? Should it matter if you're a boy or a girl and you say best wishes or congratulations? I don't think it matters, but what do you guys think? Leave it in the comments below. All right, let's continue.
And best wishes to the woman because it was a fait accompli that, of course, you guys would get married.
This is so good to learn.
Yes.
I love this.
Come to me for all the wedding
I'm
stuff.
going to.
Okay. Everybody loved the way you posted it. Your
Thanks.
English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married. That's really great. Plus, you got the new album. Plus, you got your master's back this year.
Yes, I did.
So,
Man,
pretty good year.
that's a good year. Like those two things that you just mentioned, right? Like getting engaged to the love of my life, getting all my music back. Those were two things that just never could have happened. They could have just never happened. It wasn't like, oh, it's just a matter of time. Like both those things could have just never arrived in my life. And I'm so grateful for both of those things happening. You know, and my fans are why I was able to get my music back. You know, that's how I spent that Eras Tour money. So
All right, so now she's saying it's two great things she experienced this year. The first one was getting engaged, and the second one was getting her master's back. All that means is she owns the rights to her music, so she can sell it. She owns the rights to her music.
Everybody admires your initial reaction to not having your masters, which is to re-record your albums, to do Taylor's version of everything. It was like, oh, that's a really strong response to that.
Yeah.
Do you know John Fogerty's story? John Fogerty of Creedence Clearwater Revival, he lost his masters in the early 70s, and it kind of haunted him.
Man.
He just got them back recently.
Yeah!
He's 80 years old.
Let's go, John!
He was on the show the other day. He's 80 years old. He just got him back, and he went, man, it's like I never lost him. And I'm just curious, what did it mean to actually have these masters back? Because it meant the world to him.
It's the same. It's the same feeling for me. Like I used to have this very strange, conflicted feeling of, I'd like hear the song Ready For It, and I'd be like, man, this song goes so hard. You know what I mean? It's like, burn, 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 tear, right? So it's like it was this strange, conflicted feeling of like, man, those are my memories, and that's when I was going through that, right? Because a recording is such a snapshot of where you are in your life. I'm stoked about the re-records I got to do, because I was like, you know, I'm really happy that I was able to.
So she's speaking about getting back. He asked a question about getting back her masters, and she said during the time when she didn't have her masters, she would hear one of her own songs and she would be happy, like, oh, this song is so great. But then she would remember she doesn't own the rights to her song. So she would cry or she would feel sad. She's describing her emotions during the time she didn't have her masters.
I felt like I picked the ones first that I felt like I could have sang that a little better. Do you know what I mean? And so I feel like I actually kind of improved upon some of the performances and so the way it all happened, man, yeah. Congratulations to John Fogerty. Congratulations to me.
Thank you. Now, I want to ask you, in an interview in Time magazine talking about the re-recordings, you said, quote, I'm collecting Horcruxes.
Yep.
I'm collecting Infinity Stones. Gandalf's voice is in my head every time I put on a new one. I'm just curious, what was Gandalf saying to you?
You know, it was like a tone thing, really. But I imagine it was like, you know, like, anyone who didn't make your music and owns it shall not pass, you know?
Okay, so she said while she was going through this time period of not controlling her music, she would have Gandalf from Lord of the Rings speaking to her and saying, anyone that didn't create this music shall not pass. They shall not have her masters. So it kept her motivated. She's revealing that she's a bit of a geek, a nerd, because she mentioned Gandalf. So she's trying to relate to the audience. Let's continue.
So.
We're going to go to commercial, but come on back for more Taylor Swift, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, Taylor Swift
Remember, with some American women, they use like a lot. Don't get stuck on the like. It's just a tick. It doesn't really mean anything. Ça rien dire dans cette sens, like. Good job today. Merci de regarder le podcast. S'il vous plaît, likez la vidéo, subscribe. And if you watched all the way to the end, thank you very much. And I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao or salut.